3rd and 5.
Mustang 19. 79 Broncos.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards. Makes it 3rd and 10. Off play action. Boone. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers will take over here just shy of the 30. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off. But he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here. Off the play fake, Young. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Well, and a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. This is taken at the 23. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
First down, Panthers.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they 1st and 10.
Here we go. Watch out now. 50 Fury. Cut.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
On the ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Young. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Young on 3rd down. Being chased out left. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
One advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Here we go.
It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. Back to throw. Boom. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Following the interception, Young. Flush to his right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Sanders toss left side. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Second and goal from the 1. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal.
Ready, go.
Young off the bootleg, rolling to his left. Touchdown, Panthers. Miles Sanders, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they have.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and 19. Young here, you can see, changing the play. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and the lead will stay put at 17.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Meanwhile, Hooker's throw going into the hands of Williams.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And that's going to be incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll go for it. Hooker. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
They'll take over 1st down 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a 17-0 lead in tow, they might not be too eager to press the issue here.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And the tight end goes in motion left. Young looks to throw on 1st down.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this 1st half.
5-6. Ready?
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
A nice little juke. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard. So that's a solid start to the 2nd half. You come out of the lockers losing, thinking you're kicking it away, not going to have it, but boom, the fumble, they get it right back.
I don't know whether they even drew that up on the board or was it just said, but they had to have it. They needed a spark to get them going here in the 2nd half, and they got it right away.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is now 24.
Lions nothing. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand They've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Lions first down. First and
Come on,
10
come on.
at the 45-yard line.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Check it, check it.
On 1st and 10, Hooker.
Flushed out right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Buffalo 18. Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Corner blitz that time by J.C. Horn, and he got home and dropped him.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
The offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Down the right sideline.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
It's Young off play action. And he'll just get rid of it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
3rd and 2.
A play fake. Now Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Jonathan Mingo.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Panthers have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Lions nothing. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
First down throw here. It's Hooker.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. And quickly they get to the line.
Right at midfield. That's a gain of 7.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Warriors 70. On the ball, on the ball.
Hooker going to try and throw for it.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
In motion right is Davis.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Young to throw it.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready, set. Mustang 19. 79 Broncos. Trap 60, trap 60. Go street. Go.
Hooker to throw on 1st and 10.
He's airing it out for Williams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
97.
Now Sanders. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Young on 1st down. On the move to his left. Able to fight through one tackle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready up.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Ready.
This a quick pass to Davis. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Sanders again.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Panthers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, Dragon 60. Ready?
Hooker now off play action.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Cut 19, cut 19.
Here's Hooker.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Well, I wish this staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the fourth quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I'd get the backups in there if it were me.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Lions are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Lutz with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to give them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They go play action. Young.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, You and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Ready, ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Buffalo 18.
On third down, Hooker. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Okay,
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as he'll wind up getting 7 there on 4th and 3.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Go! 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Trying to throw again here. Hooker.
He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Detroit. 48 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Ready?
Now is 2nd and 10.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Warrior 70. Ready, ready.
Looking to throw. Hooker.
He's got it.
And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to them quickly and put the quarterback down.
This is caught. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Gibbs is in for a Lions touchdown.
Wants to try to end the PAT. And the lead is down to 24. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go, here we go. Cut.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Here we go. Set, go.
And they take a knee.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Panthers, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.